Hey, this is Drawfigs, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Storm Collectibles Baki Hanma from Son of Ogre. And this is my first video, so don't be too harsh, please. I ordered this figure back in August, and first of all, the shipping. They took my money, and there was no email, so quite scary. But it actually arrived much sooner than I expected, and I am so glad to have it here today. This is the box that it came in. Very nice. We have the figure on the back with all the different faces. Nice. The box is easy to open too, thank God. Don't have to ruin the box to get it open. When this first came in, and I took a look at it before I even took it out of the box, I thought to myself, scale seems wrong. But thankfully, when I put it up to one of my other Storm Collectible figures, which we will go over at the end, it was looking real nice. The sculpting on this thing is incredible. The scars, very, very nice. All the sculpting is incredible, especially in the face. The hair looks pretty incredible. Now, I only got into the show after all the previous releases of the Baki figures. The last one that I can remember before getting into it was the battle damaged one, but I'm so glad I only got into it when this was revealed. Actually, the time it was revealed and up for pre-order is when I started watching it, and compared to the other version of Baki with the red shorts, I was very happy that I got this one. The detail in the hair, the face, the paint, beautimous. No flaws I can see in it compared to the show. Oh yes. And especially in the back, looks freaking great. One-to-one with the show. With that being said about the sculpting, this is where I'm going to get into a little bit of the gripes that I have with this figure. And I do see a little bit of a problem right here in the hair. Got a little bit of the skin on the hair, which I don't think humans do that. But other than that, the paint application is incredible. Before getting into the articulation, one thing you should know about me as a collector and a photographer of my figures, I like to go a little bit, guess you could say, apeshit on these figures. I like to push them to their limits to see what kind of posability I can get out of them. So, this figure, we have a ball joint in the head. Inside of here, since it is a soft material, the head looks up that much, looks down that much. Side to side, a hinge in the shoulder, butterfly joint, swivel in the bicep, double hinge in the shoulder. Now, I understand he's got quite the decent sized bicep, so this is all the posability we would be able to get out of it without hindering the actual look of the figure. But I would have enjoyed it to just be a little bit further back to be able to recreate some of his iconic poses. A hinge joint in the wrist, double swivel, very nice arch, a pretty nice crunch. Ball joint in the waist, hinge in the leg, and same for the back. Pretty decent spread. Hinge in the thigh, double joint at the knee, hinge in the ankle, pretty decent pivot, and a toe bend. Overall though, articulation is very nice, and you can get plenty of great poses out of it. And thankfully, you can get... what am I trying to say? Thankfully all the joints are stiff, but a little too stiff for my liking at times. I do appreciate it though, it'll last a long time. All the posability that I need is in the figure. Now, time to go over the accessories. We have our base head with two closed fists. We also have a yelling face, which, thank God this looks good, because the other Baki figure was a little... Also get a very nice punch face. Whatever you want to call this. I also love the little detail of the blood in the nose, and the windswept look to the hair. And we also have, sadly, one of my least favorite heads, the demon back face that he does. And I don't really like this one because the paint application in the hair is a little, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of bleeds in at the top. And I feel like this could have been substituted for maybe a gritting teeth face for mid-fights. Other than his punching fists, we also have relaxed hands, spread out hands, grabby hands, hands for the praying mantis pose, and bowling hands. And we also have clothing. We get his shirt from the season finale, the pants, and shoes. Now, putting on the clothing is a little bit of a tedious process. They don't feel exactly very durable, but I will show you me putting on the clothing. Now here he is fully clothed. This was one of the selling points of this figure for me. Although the pants, the Velcro in here isn't very strong to be able to keep the pants completely closed. So it kind of looks like he has his fly down. And the posability is quite limited with the clothing on, but I couldn't see anyone really wanting to pose it too much with the clothing on. The shoes are also a very nice touch, but they make it more difficult to be able to stand him up because of the tongue of the shoe. Now overall, for the price of the figure, I paid 120 bucks back when this was first revealed, and I'd say it was worth the money because the quality of it is very nice, and for pictures it'll look great. So I definitely recommend picking up one yourself. For the comparison, I have another Storm Collectibles figure, his rival Oma Tokita. Now when I saw Baki vs. Kengan Ashura was coming out, I was very hyped up for it. The result is a little underwhelming. But once I put these two figures by each other, I realized the size of the figure did not matter at all. They look incredible together. With the age of Oma, it really shows the improvements that they've made with this recent figure. Overall though, great figure. I'm so glad I picked it up. But anyways, like I said, this is my first video, and hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know if you want to see any other figures that might have been on my profile, even if it's old, outdated figures possibly. And thanks for watching.